Okay, Assalamualaikum, Ryan. You got any topic you want me to go through? Any specific thing your teacher is going through now?
Yeah, my just new subject is subject not new topic.
Okay. Your test, is it coming soon? Yes.
Yeah, is yeah, I know that. Yeah, my W83 coming up.
Oh, okay. Do you have the topics? Good.
What take of the topics?
So, okay. So you send me the topics. You know when it is? Is it next week or what?
It is next 2 weeks.
Next week.
They say
Okay, I receive. Just check. This one, right? This is the one.
yeah.
Scales and map. Okay.
I don't understand like how to do part B for everything. I
Part
don't
B.
understand how to do.
Okay, no problem. Which chapter is this? You let me just check. Is sec one or sec two? Okay, just give me one second. Is this is not in his book A, is it?
B.
You're using which book? Oh yeah. Okay. Okay.
Then the what's it called? Discovery. So
Here we go.
map skill and area.
Okay, that's chapter 8. Okay, just one second. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Tell you what. Okay. This is your homework. When must you hand in?
It's not my homework. My teacher just give the paper to me.
Yes.
And yeah, just to
So you want to go through this now, or we can go through this on Sunday? I can go through the whole of maps and skills on Sunday, then covering some of this. Or you are studying this in school now?
yeah.
Okay. So okay, maybe we can
Can
take
I
them
go through
half of it. Okay, sure. Apply. Okay, so now you let me see. Let me we use the whiteboard first. Okay, so you know what's a scale, right? It's a
Yeah.
ratio 1:100, let's say. Okay, that means 1 cm represents 100 cm in real life. 1 cm on the map represents 100 cm in the real life. Or 1 meter on the map, if it's possible to have 1 meter, represents 100 meters on the map. That part you get is no problem, right?
Yeah.
So now let's see now. Okay. So you can see both the screen and your question paper, or only the
No,
screen?
on the
Only a whiteboard. Okay, so you have the question paper. You write a plan of the house is drawn to a scale of 1 to 20. So the width of the house is 8 meters. So do you get answer for this? Okay, now. So down here, this is a ratio. I write down now here. This is the plan lah. Plan, you know what's plan, right? It's like a map lah. Okay, normally for houses, they call it plan. They don't call it map. You do ask, can I have a map for your house? No, no. Can I have a plan for your house? Now, this is the real one. The reality lah. Okay, the real house lah. So now this is no longer 1 is to 100. It's 1 is to 8. So I will adjust it. 1 is to 20. Sorry. 1 is to 20. And then they tell you now, this is now 8 meters. So how you find?
Find what
the distance on the plan, yeah.
Take 20.
Take what?
20 divide by 8.
20 divided by 8 or 8 divided by 20. So now we become very clear, okay? There is no unit, so I'm going to change it to 800 cm. Okay. Now down here now from 20 cm, how to make it 800? Times what? You can 800 divided by 20. What do you get?
Times by 40.
Okay, so same thing. You times by 40 here. You get answer. Answer is 40 cm. How is it?
Okay.
You sure you get it?
Yeah.
Could you do the first one?
Yeah, I did.
What do you get?
I get I got it wrong.
Okay.
But the first I get 0.4.
0.4. I think you go and take 8 divided by 20.
Yeah.
You take 8 meters divided by 20. Now, you must remember now, your answer is, okay, because this is the bigger one lah. So you must divide by the unit. Okay.
Yes.
You must remember that. Let's say, okay, that's number 1. And number 2, you can change to cm. Make it easier for you. You can even see 2 times 4 equals 8. Add 1 more 0. So become 40. Lah. Can you see that? 20 times 4 is 80. Add 1 more 0, you get. So, okay. That one is 1. Maybe we go through a few. We can go through the whole of this paper. Okay. Then the next one is floor plan shows 900 square cm. Okay. But this one is now a little bit different. A little bit different. Okay. What is the floor area in square meters? So now you need to find out 1 square cm is how many square meters. You got to find that out first. So how to do this? Okay. This is now a drawing. Okay, right? You must see this. This one now on the map. Imagine it's on the map. So 1 cm, let's say this line on here is 1 cm. Reality will be how much? 20, yeah? Okay, remember this is the ratio. If this is 1 cm I measure, reality is 20. Now the 1 cm is, I draw the 1 cm by 1 cm. So this is actually 1 times 1, you know. Do you agree?
Yes.
But in reality now, is 20 times by 20, you know. Is not 1 to 20 anymore. 1 square cm becomes, I put in cm, 20 times 20, 400, you know. Okay, that's number 1. That's number 1. Okay, this is now in cm square. They are asking you in what? Meters, square meters. Square meters, you know. So I need to find out, 400 square cm, how much is it in square meters? Because you need to answer in square meters. So 20 cm is how many meters? You divide by 100, how much you get?
0.2.
0.2. Down here 0.2. So 0.2 times 0.2 give you
0.04.
0.04 square meters, you know. Okay. Now they tell you now, they want to find out 900. Once you have this ratio, very simple now. You are 900, chicken lah. You times to 900, you times by 900 lah. This one times by 900, you get answer dah. Finish. Can you see the method?
Yeah.
So when you times 900, what do you get? You times 1, 2, you get 4, 36, is it?
Yeah, 36.
36 square meters.
Oh,
Okay, but are you okay now first?
yeah.
Okay, let's say now they change now the cube 1 by 1 times by 1. You must also 20 times 20 times 20, you know. Your teacher teach you that cube? He only teach area, up to area.
He just started on this.
You just started, okay, no problem. So this Sunday also we go through. So we go through the next question also lah. You want to go through the next question, right?
Okay.
Okay, the floor plan is one. Okay, let me just share your people. The floor plan is 1 to 50. Okay. This is the ratio. So you write down here, P is for the plan lah. I put R for reality. Your teacher might say, don't use, up to you lah, whatever. I use plan and reality. So 1 is to 50. The length of the house on the plan is 19 meters. So how much is it now, they're asking you? No, on the plan, sorry. The length of the house is 19 meters on the house. Joker lah. Is there a 19-meter map? You sure your teacher got it right? Right, they say the length of the house on the plan is 19 meters. Then fine, means the map is 19 meters long. Okay lah, let's say it's true lah. Gila so a map lah. The map very long lah, red carpet. Okay, let's say now. So how to find? Very simple lah. How do you get to, unless there's a question, mistake in the question. Okay, I write the ratio like that. This is 1 to 50.
That's by 19.
Times by 19 lah.
Okay, 950 for you.
Funny lah, something is wrong lah. Okay, I think your teacher done it wrongly. This question, you tell teacher, is this question right or wrong? Maybe she might find the actual, because now they say actual length, right? So that means we want to find the actual length. So down here is 19 lah. Maybe 19 cm lah. I think it's 19 cm. Okay, if 19 cm, no problem. You just times by
950.
950, then you divide by 100. Can?
Yeah.
I think it's cm lah. It cannot be meters lah. Okay. So, but never mind. Your teacher will auto correct. Yeah. I think it's correct. So again, you get it. 50 times 19, then the answer divided by 100. Easy, yeah?
Yeah.
So now down here, now we clear this one again. Now the same thing, like we put 1. This 1 to 50. Okay, now 1 cm to 50 cm. Now what about 1 cm square? How many cm square you only have?
25.
Down here, 50 times 50, no, because you must remember, no, this is map. 1 times 1 get 1 cm square lah.
Oh.
But reality is 50 times 50, you know?
2,500.
2,500. So now we do not want to use this way lah. Because they want the answer in square meter, right? We need to know the ratio square meter. So why don't we put 1 cm square? Can you change 50 cm is how much in meters? Divide by 100.
0.5.
0.5 times 0.5?
0.25.
Now it's like this. How? Okay, you get it now. You know what I'm doing now first? You don't know. You don't know why I do this. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, down here now, this we are talking about length. Length is one line, you know. Let's say you take your sister's hair, like one line, you can measure it with a ruler. But area, you must use square. Area is length times breadth, you know. So now, you need to know if I draw a square on the map like that. You must know in reality what it represents. So this is 1 cm times 1 cm. In reality, it's 50 times 50. So 2,500 in reality. So 1 square cm, this 1 square cm is equal to 2,500 square cm. But we need to change to meters. So 1 square cm is the same as 0.25 square meters. but I think you don't get it. You don't get it. Do you get it? You don't get it, right? Okay, now this is I draw now. I draw map. This one 50. You remember 50, yeah? Remember 50. Okay, now we go to whiteboard lah. Okay, whiteboard. I clear everything. Yeah. Do you agree is 1 is to 50?
Yes.
So now I put this is the map. Now there I draw a line. Set this line now in reality is very long. You agree? This one 1 cm, this one 50 cm. You agree? Now I do a square. Square is 1 times 1 because this square is 1, 1. But the area now, 1 times 1 is 1. But the area now in the reality is not 1, no. The area is 50 times 50 or 0.5 meters times 0.5 meters. I get 0.25 meters. Can you see the so 1 square cm is equal to sorry, you don't use equal we use is represents 0.25 square meters. This part you get it.
Yeah.
You sure not? No. Which part you don't get it? You know, when I was your age, I wonder how come 0.5 times 0.5 gets smaller. I used to wonder. I do not know whether you're. I can get confused because of this. I do not know whether you're having the same thing, but you're not telling me. So you sure you understand? You sure? Okay. So now, if you know it represents this, now your question is saying what? Now they have 7.8 square meters, and they want to find what is the area on the map. Square meters are not. You must be careful. It is square meters now. What is the area on the map? So how to find? You go in
2 times by 1.
times by what? So you divide this to find what number you times. Do the same thing lah. That's it. Halas, finish. Are you okay now?
Yeah.
But you got to be able to do this independently lah. Let me see. I'm just going to try. 7.8 you divide by 0.25. What do you get?
31.2.
31.2. So say 1 times 31.2, you get 31.2 lah. Finish.
Yeah.
So you must differentiate between length and area. Area you got to times itself. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay, we go now to this question. So we have finished A and B already. Okay, we do C. What is all these dates? You know, no? All these dates.
Yeah, when the question is.
When the question is what?
Alright.
In your N level, I think paper. I think this came up for N level. I think so. In the year N level, I don't think they would tell you for Sec 2 people because they give the date. You know, this is an N level question or O level question, either one. So you must know this. So you now try 20161. Now the map is 1 to 250,000. See how come the house one 1 to 50. It's 100. Of course, this one country map must be much bigger. If let's say they have 1 to 50, alama, you know how big a map? Very big, right? So now the same thing now. You do the ratio now. You tell me what to do. Or you try on your own. Number 3A first. Okay, you try first. Mhm.
1875000.
Very good. That's in cm. You got it correct, but now they want km. Okay, but never mind. Slowly. Okay, so you got it right. You got it right. Okay, why don't we change 1 cm represents how many meters first? 250. This is 250,000 cm. Can you change it to meters? Change this to meters first. Divide by
1000.
no. Meter to cm 100. Divide by 100 first.
Oh, meters.
Meters.
250.
Um,
250.
250. No, you divide by 1,000. 2,500. You divide by 100. No, 250,000 divide by 100. Cancel 20.
What to put over here?
Okay. Then now,
2500.
now for meter, now you can change to km. 1 cm. Now you divide by 1,000 now. This one, meter change, divide by 1,000. How much you get?
2.5.
2.5 km. Now you know you can do it now. Now they ask you now. This is 7.5 cm. How many km is this? You do your magic now. You know what to do, right?
Yeah. 2.5. 18.75.
Yes, 18.75 km. So your teacher teach you something like that or not?
So he teach like times by, you say, like
Give you a formula, is it? Give a form. But do you you understand what he's teaching or not?
yeah, I understand.
You understand? This one, how am I confusing you?
Okay.
Okay, you show me how what his method is teaching. Okay, I receive now. Okay, I got it. Hold on, I'm gonna open up. Go to screen share. This one is it? Is this one?
Yeah.
You can see it.
Yeah, I can see.
Okay. So same thing lah. Is it same thing or you feel it's different?
Feel like a little bit different.
Okay. So what I do? Okay. Now down here, he have. How do you know it's 250? Do they tell you in the question?
Yeah.
Okay. If they tell you, you can do like that. Now when they give you now down here, 1 is to 250,000. Did they give you the unit? No, right? They didn't tell you cm or meter, but this means 1 cm represents 250,000 cm. So now you can put in the unit now, but then you got to change to meters. Why meters? Because later you got to change to km. Can you see not? So you still need to get this one. Now once you get this, it's easier. But how to get down here? You have to figure out lah. So that's why I tell you got to divide to make it meter first. You divide by 100. After that you get answer, you divide by 1,000 to make it into km. Because you want to change to km, you do not have now. You don't have this one. No, there's now 1 cm to km. You don't have. You only have like that. This is cm to cm, meter to meter, km to km. That's why you need to change to this form. Once you get this form, very easy lah. So your teacher showed you how to get to this form?
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. Okay. So down here, let us see. Yeah. So this one now you have, you times this by 100. You make it cm. You see there? 1 cm. You know the ratio is 1:5,000. Okay, never mind. I tell you what. We try the thing. I think it's more or less similar. Maybe it's the way I explain. I don't know. I hope I don't have an Indian accent. Do I have an Indian accent?
No.
No. I've been told I have a Chinese accent. Okay, let me see. Where is your question? Hold on. Is this your
Yeah.
correct? Huh?
Yeah.
Okay. You have already done question 3A. Now you must do 3B, but also in order to do 3B, you must have this formula, no? The formula that your teacher gave. Where is the one that your teacher gave lah? Where is it? Hold on. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Hold on. Oh wow. Hold on. The one you just sent me. Okay, you have like 1 cm to how many that thing. That one now, if you have that, it's so much easier. If you don't have that, it's like so difficult lah. I don't know where. Oh yeah, yes, and download. Oh, sorry. I will open up again to show you what you need to do. So down here now, this one, right? Can you see this thing now down here? You have this thing now in cm and then meter. You have to have this format now. But now you must have cm square to square meter or square km. Must be square km. So you must have, that means whatever your teacher showed is very good. You must have 1 square cm to how many square km, something like that. Otherwise, you cannot do, no? Correct. So we go back to your question. Go back to your question. Okay. You try now. Question A is okay, right? Okay, you try question B then. Okay, you can start with what you had just now. No, just now you say 1 cm to how many km? You remember?
1 cm to 250.
2.5 or 250, which one? Km, no km.
2.5, sorry.
2.5. Now you square this lah. If you're gonna square this to make it square cm, you square also the km side. 2.5, you square it. Then you will get your ratio. That's the fastest way. But this one become km square. Okay, you get it now. Now you want to find square. So 1 times 1 is 1 cm square. So must 2.5 times 2.5. Square this one here also. Square the number and then put a square down here. You must have a square and a square.
So the meters and kilometers will be square.
Yeah, square cm to square. So you tell me now, what is the 1 square cm represents how much? How many square km?
Is it 5.2?
5.2. You take 2.5 times 2.5. Oh, your answer is it? Your answer is 5.2. But you just divide by 2.5. You divide by 2. Do you take 13 divided by 2.5?
Yeah.
But this one is okay. You must get it. 1 cm is the same as 2.5.
Oh.
But this one now got square, you know, mister. So you must make it 1 cm square. You must find out what's the answer for this one. 2.5 times 2.5. That means you still don't get it. Okay, I show you now. This is map. Okay, I draw the map now. We have 1 cm square down here. What is the thing? 1 times 1, length and breadth. In reality now, this is like that, no? In reality, in Singapore Island, so 2.5 km times 2.5 km. So what do you get now? 2.5 times 2.5. 6.25. So now 1 square cm represents 6.25 km square. Now they ask 13 square km is how many cm? You got to find out now. Terbalikkan now. This one is 13 cm. Okay. So 13 square km lah down here. Alright, yeah. You know how to do already. But you must use the new ratio, you know. The O ratio you cannot use because O ratio is not square cm. O ratio is just the length. This one is 13 square cm. How much is it? 13 square km times what?
That's right.
You divide the thing.
2.08.
Hold on. I must. Okay, 2.08. Then you do the same thing. Yeah, correct. So you times down here lah. You get 2.08. Right? Same thing,
Yeah.
right? So that's your answer. So Ryan, you must be careful. 1 cm. This is length, you know. 1 square cm is area, different. So there is a different ratio. Originally, they just give you length only. But see, originally they give you length. Then you get 1 cm to 2.5 km. Remember, this is length, you know. Then after that, you must make the area one, which is you must times by square this. Then you get a different ratio. Can you see now? 1 cm square is the same as 6.25 km square. It's different, you know, because it's area. Are you okay?
Yeah.
So let's say now you are making the map lah. Later on you learn this. Then your Tai Idong fall on the map. Tai Idong now you say, hey, I want to make sculpture lah, Lee Kuan Yew sculpture or whoever sculpture lah. That one also is different ratio already. That one you must cube it. 2.5 times 2.5 to 2.5. 1 cm cube, how many? You know what I mean? So you must be careful. This is only for length. This one is for area. You must be able to understand the difference now. Okay, this one is area, this one is length. So they will give you normally the ratio for the length. You got to find out the ratio for area. Are you okay?
Yeah.
You're scratching your head. I don't know what it means. It means help me. Okay, so okay, okay, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you try now. We try question 4 lah. We go through the whole thing then. Okay. Who is this? This one now you got to find. Now they give you got to find the ratio. They want the ratio. In order for you to find the ratio, you need to make it the same unit. This one must make it cm also. Then you can compare. You don't make it cm, you cannot compare. And then notice all ratio will have what? 1 is to something, 1 is to something, 1 is to something. So you must make sure in your ratio, this number down here is 1.
Okay.
Okay, all the best. Oh, they give you already 1 down here. They give you already. Sorry. So you must put plan reality or map reality. So how much is to what? You must fill in first. The 6 km, where do you put? Here or here? 2.4 where? You put here or here. Then you know what to do. This one we change to map lah.
Understand.
Okay, no problem. Now you tell me this 6 km, is it reality or on the map?
The map.
This one is two schools are 6 km apart. Takkan the map got 6 km. 6 km on the map is very long lah, long map. So which one is reality? So we put down here reality 6 km. Okay. This one 2.4 now. Is it map or reality?
Map.
2.4 cm. Now we have a problem now. You want to make a scale, the unit must be the same. Since cm, you know, km. Can you change this km to, you can change to meter first, then after that you can change to cm. So km change to meter times what, how many? 1,000. So it becomes how many thousand?
6,000.
6,000. So meter change to cm times by?
By 100.
Yeah, so now become what? Add another 20 lah. You get 600,000, I think. Okay. So this is 2.4. I write that down here. Now it's 2.4. This is the latest ratio you get. Both same unit. So you can remove the unit now. Now you don't need to write the unit. So now how to make it 1? 2.4 divided by what give you 1? Divide by the same number lah. 5 divided by 5 give you 1. 7 divided by 7 give you 1. 2.4 divide. So you get it, must divide by 2.4 to get 1.
Yeah.
So do the same thing for 600,000. Can you divide by 2.4? You get?
Yeah, 2005. 250,000.
Same as this one. Correct.
Yeah.
So now you got answer. So now, okay, this worksheet, after you finish, you must not be happy. Okay, I finished my homework. You got to do it again on your own. Then, otherwise, whatever you learn will disappear. No, it will disappear. You have to go through again because some part you may not understand why or why. You got to ask yourself why. And then if you don't understand, you got to ask me why. So maybe there's certain things you don't understand. You can ask me now. What do you don't understand? You can ask me now. Anything? Say why I got to do this worksheet. Now that one I do not know.
No, it's for revision.
Oh, revision good. Okay. So you have gone through this already. You have learned map skills already. Long time ago.
Right.
You have just learned scale or just learned or
Just
started. Okay. We try the next one. We try question number 5. So this is 1 cm to 50,000 cm.
Yeah.
You must change to 1 cm to how many km? Then you can do. Right, you must change lah. Try to change. So I write the unit first lah, like that. Because the ratio of the scale is the same unit. Then you change to meters. And then you change to km. Then you can do it lah. This one still 1 lah. So how to change and then how to change. Then they want you to rewrite the form now here. Ken, you got answer?
You doing question 5, right?
Oh, question 5. Oh yeah, question 5. So what? Okay. Sorry. Okay. Question 5. Same thing also. You question 5 also. You You need to find, yeah, you need to have this also. But later question 5 you can use for this one also because it's the same ratio. The ratio that you find now, you can use your answer for this also.
It's the same.
Yeah, same answer because they is 1 to 50,000, 1 to 50,000. When they give you the ratio like that, means it's same unit, no, 1 cm to 50,000 cm. That's why we can put like that. Then later on, you must change to cm to how many km. Because most maps now they put cm to km, cm to meters. They are not going to give you ratio like that. You got to calculate now, like calculate. People say, "Alamak, how to read this map? So difficult." So now they will give you. If you notice, I think your school, the map, the practice you have like this. This is clear old school lah. Old school map skills, but it's okay. So you tried 1 cm is how many km? You must change your meters, change to km.
Oh, it's 0.5.
Well done. 0.5. So same thing, and this is your answer for this, no? So your answer is 0.5 down here also. Although we are doing two different questions, and now you can find a 10 cm on the map. Now this is 10 cm. So how many km is that?
5.
Well done. How? Okay, not getting it, yeah? So you must remember, yeah, this conversion, maybe your teacher didn't go through much of this. This is always just that this is same unit. When they give you like that, means must be same unit. You want to put 1 kilometer, it's to 50,000 kilometer. 1 cm to 50,000 cm. But in reality, you need to change that 1 cm to 100 km. So you need to change it. All right, we move on to, so this one, you know, we can do now. Now you can do the next part lah. 40 km, how many cm? Chicken lah. Now you know this one they say 40 km. How many cm? You can go from here to here, or yeah, can also lah. 5 times what equals 40. Or you divide that, or you want to go from 0.5 also can, up to you, whichever you prefer.
Oh. Yeah.
80s. Okay, you times by what? Times by 8, eh? Yeah, well done. Congratulations. But 80 cm is very long lah. Almost one, but the map is a real map lah, real map. So 80 cm are possible lah, possible. So you try the next one now. This one, question number 6, because all related. The road on the map is 18 cm long. How much is the in km? You can use the same thing now. This one, the ratio is here.
Right.
9, good. So from 1, you what?
Wait. I never say that.
Oh, you never say 9. What do you say? What did you say? You didn't say anything, eh?
I never say anything.
Then what spoke from your room? No lah, nothing lah, nothing. Just joking. Come on, you're the oldest child. I so at 51 aku pun takut juga. But we shouldn't be afraid of that. Actually, all they can do, you know this actor Suhaimi Yusof?
No.
The police and thief, the news, the fat guy, Malay guy, funny guy. No ah.
I don't know.
Ayo, I'll show you. Okay, so where is it? Where is? Allah Akbar. Okay, I show you this guy. This guy was the one. See, last time I knew him lah. Now, then I met him recently. I said, "Do you remember me?" He said, "No, I don't remember you." Okay lah. There goes my.
Okay.
Okay. Let me show you this one. Suhaimi Yusof. I think you see him. You say, "Yeah, I know him."
Oh.
Okay. So last time I was at one place in Market Street near Raffles City. Then we planned to work together. He wanted me to be his manager. Of course, I did not become a manager, but he He brought me a few times. Once he brought me to the Stanford Raffles statue. Another one we were talking about Jin. Like, say this Jin, they only can make scary faces like that. That's all they can do. They only catch up. So he's quite knowledgeable. He brought me to the statue of what? Raffles statue.
All right.
Okay, and then he say, where's the Raffles statue? He brought me to this place, no, down here, this place.
Right.
He said, what is Raffles stepping on? Down here, he's stepping on something. And I think, not Batu, actually, he says the Sultan's agreement with him. So that's what he says, like interpretation. The Sultan's agreement, whatever agreement that he signed with the Malay Sultan, you just forget about it. I do not know whether true or not, but this is one view lah. We do not know. But anyway, we come back to this one. So I knew him for a while, but the other time, just last year, I met him at the mosque. I say, hey, brother, you remember who I am? I say, there goes, huh? A long time ago. Yeah, it's about 10 years. That time was 15 years ago lah. But he brought me out, you see. Three times he brought me in his car. Came to my home below the block. My son at the time was just 1 year old, 2 year old. Then see him. Wow, this TV star can fetch me. Wow. I thought I might be doing something, but he doesn't. Anyway. Okay, you try now. Question number B, right? So now you have given the ratio to be 1 cm to 0.5 km, correct? Now they say now is 8 km, 18 km.
18 cm.
18 cm. So how many km?
9.
9. This time you say 9 this time.
Yeah.
This time it's you,
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, there you got it. Now the next one, area. Can you use the same ratio? Cannot. You must make your own ratio now again. And what is the ratio? You got to find out now like that. Remember just what we did just now. You have to find out now and put what is the new ratio. How to do? Just square this and square this. Finish.
Right.
You get it? Remember? What's the answer?
I have to square what?
Square this one and square this one. 1 times 1 is 1.
0.25.
Now then you get it. Okay, I think you're getting it now. Alamak, this one now, I think I put it on top, okay? 0.25. So now it's 90 km. So what to do? The same method lah. Always you do. You see, you don't know. Let's say now from 2 go to 8, you go and divide. Do the same thing. Then you will find what number 2 times. You know what to do, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
360 cm.
Well done. That's it lah. But it's not 360 cm, 360 square cm.
Yeah.
Okay. How is it so far? Okay now. Easy now.
Yeah.
Now finish it here. But you don't celebrate lah. Don't celebrate. This one you got to do again all over by yourself.
Right.
Okay. If you don't do by yourself, you'll forget. So we practice some other stuff, can? We practice algebra. Hold on. Have you learned polygons?
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Okay. This one maybe okay. This one you have learned already lah. All this you learn already. In school you learn already? Yes. Can see now. You can see the screen now. Share.
Yeah, I can see.
So you learn this already, right? But you forgot lah.
I think I got it. Yeah, I did.
Okay. All right. This one, I tell you what. This Saturday, this Sunday, you want me to go through the scale, or you want me to go through the scale? Okay, I'll go through scale. So now we go through some algebra lah. Let's see now. This one. I want you to try the first one. You don't be afraid of it, please. You must believe, Okay. You have to form an equation. What is an equation? Equation is something equals to something. So they give you area of square is 64. Okay, you put 64 here. What is down here?
X times X plus 5.
X plus 5. Okay, that is the length. So you must make sure you times it x plus 5 times x plus 5. Can see now? You know why? Because down here is a square. Let's say I give you 5. I say the area is 25. You see 5 equal 25. No, 5 times 5 equal 25. You must time. So that's why you must times like that. How? You understand?
Yes.
Okay, can you try to solve this? This one will be completing the square. Just to revise. Need to revise.
Find the value of X. I can cancel it. Or
Can cancel how? You okay? You should. Okay, you tell me what you're gonna cancel.
cancel the whole X plus 5.
How you cancel?
I don't know.
Okay, so now you must times what? You must have x times x, get x squared.
Oh yeah.
Then x times 5 plus 5x. You must do like that now. You times first, then 5 times x, 5x. Then 5 times 5, you get 25. Okay, then in order to solve this plus 25, you must bring the 64 over that side. You must make it 0 down here.
Yeah.
So you bring the 64 that side, this one becomes 0 now. Down here becomes 0. You learned something like that in school, right? So now what is x squared? 5x plus 5x give you how many x?
5x. 10x.
10x. 25 minus 64 because you bring over you can minus 6. So what's the answer? 25 minus 64. Can you use calculator?
Negative 39.
39. So now you have to do. You want to solve this? You have to do the crisscross method. You know the crisscross, completing the square method. So you have to write like that, because there's 3 terms: square, x, number.
Oh,
you must do something like that. So down here x square. So what times what x square? Remember now?
Yeah, remember.
39. Down here 10x. So can you try? See if you remember. Can?
Yeah, You say x plus by 1, x minus by 10.
Sorry, x plus by what?
1.
1. Then x minus
10.
Okay. So let us see. If you have minus 10 here and 1 here, 10 times 1 is 10. Cannot be. It has to be a number now that you can get. Okay. What times what equals 39 down here? You see, okay, x times x is correct. Your x is correct lah. X is correct. So down here now, you can see, I will give you number. What times what equals 39? You must 13 times what?
3.
Good. 13 and 3 possible. So you must, okay, so you put,
10.
so can you, 13 times 3, can you 13 minus 3? So you put a minus 3 down here, right?
Yeah.
Down here becomes 13x. Down here minus 3x.
Oh, also never do that. God.
That's why we have to, every lesson we got to practice a little bit. Sunday also I will practice, so that you guys, you guys will remember. No? So down here now, I don't, because this is needed for Sec 3, you know. Yeah,
Tomorrow, I take photo of the topics that is going to be tested during my WAT.
Yeah. Can you send? Yeah, that'll be good. So now you know what is it? X plus 13, x minus 3. So now x plus 13.
X minus 3.
But it has not ended yet now down here. So down here now I need to show you how to find the answer, because they want you to find the length of x. So now this one you have to understand this part, because this one will be basic. By Sec 3 it will be basic. So down here now, let's say if I have two numbers. This one, remember from here we make it down here, so it's equals 0. Why is it we got to make this side 0? So let's say now I have 5 times 0. What's the answer? 0. Correct. So if I times these two, I get 0. That means it's either this is 0 or this one is 0. Correct. Now, one of them must be 0. Is 0 times 5 or 5 times 0? Because if let's say one, can you see now? Now they make the format down here. In order to find what is x, they make the right hand side 0. Why? Because one of the two numbers must be 0. So when they do this, this is how they solve. They say, okay, x minus 3 could be 0. Can you see x minus 3, right? Could be 0. Can you see now? X minus 3. So now you get x. What is x? You bring the 3 over. I'm afraid you might not be able to see the 3. Okay, hold on now. Now here, x minus 3 equals to 0. So how to find x? Bring the 3 over that side. X equals to 3. This one is acceptable. Then we must try this one. This is the other one. X plus 13 could also be 0. So we write x plus 13 equals to 0. We bring now the 13 to that side. It becomes minus 13. This one not acceptable. Why? How can the length be minus number? Is it, let's say, minus 13. This one's wrong. Minus 13 plus 5 cannot. You get minus number. So 3 is acceptable. Okay, that means when you get this type, Ryan, one of the answers will be the correct one. Ryan, the tired. What do you do in school?
I have classes.
But do you have games?
No.
What CCA are you in? Soccer?
Yeah.
Are you still playing soccer? No more soccer?
Yes. ECCA, but I got vaccination, so I cannot go.
You have your second jab already?
Yeah.
Today?
Last week, Saturday.
You have oh yeah, no wonder you had fever and all. Oh, okay. But you're okay lah now?
Yeah.
All right. Okay lah, it's good that nothing happened to you. We know that some people kena the jab, something happened to them.
Because
you
they
know,
play sports.
Is it because they play sports?
Yeah.
After that, they go and play sports.
Yeah.
But some of them, within the same, let's say half an hour, 1 hour, something happened to them. I don't know who was it. Who was it? I don't know, my friend's family or something. Kena injection, after that, got a heart attack. I don't know what. Poor thing, young person, you know. So alhamdulillah, we are safe. I mean, inshallah safe. Like my wife, country, her own kampung got people got COVID. You know? People that are dying. I'm getting the news because I know some of them, right? So I say, oh ini so and so, Pak ini sudah meninggal. Ini sudah meninggal. It's every day, you know, there's someone dying. In the kampung. I'm not talking about people I don't know. No? In the kampung itself. So we are very fortunate we are in Singapore because Singapore got a lot of money, you know. We can buy the vaccine and we invest. Because of that, they give us the vaccine. Malaysia, they don't even have Pfizer. No. Malaysia doesn't have enough money, or even you have money, the company don't want to sell you. Why? Because Singapore invested in the research for the vaccine. So when you invest billions of dollars, your country that invests, if we come out with a product that is workable, they pass it to you first. And say, what about the others? The others have to wait until we finish production. So they said they produce some, say only 6 months you can get. And even then you must pay money. Quite unfair.
So other country have to pay money for vaccine.
Singapore also pay. Singapore pay upfront because we pay for the research. We invested into the company. So we paid earlier. And then we get, because without the money, they cannot do all this research, you see. It's a lot of money. So other countries, they have to wait their turn. So we are very fortunate being in Singapore. We got so many supplies, so you can choose whichever vaccine you want. Malaysia, they have not even vaccinated half of the population. Maybe about 4 million only they vaccinated. They got 30 million now. And even then they say the stock is coming in 1-2 months time. So poor thing. But we are syukur lah. Okay. The thing is, before we leave, you must try out the same worksheet. Just do the same worksheet because you already know, right? And then I can put up this YouTube. You don't know, you go through the YouTube video. I will forward you the link.
Okay.
Okay, You take care of yourself. Assalamualaikum. Bye-bye. Take care.
Bye.